Mein Gott, und ihr müsst euch durch das ganze Material hinterher noch durchackern. My name is Ulf Grabunder. I'm currently CEO and co-founder of TeCurix, a German biotech company focused on the development of CAR T cells. I'm a biochemist with a PhD in immunology. So by heart, I'm a scientist. TeCurix actually is my third company that I founded. The previous company, which was called NBE Therapeutics, was a company from Basel, Switzerland, focused on the development of antibody-drug conjugates, also for the treatment of cancer. NBE Therapeutics wurde gegründet, basierend auf meiner Erfahrung im Bereich Antikörperentwicklung. Antikörper sind normalerweise Eiweiße, die uns vor Infektionskrankheiten schützen, aber wir haben... I was fortunate to sell that company to Boehringer Ingelheim after 8 years for a price of over $1 billion. The first company that I founded is for Antibody, which was a Basel-based company, a direct spin-off from the University of Basel and my academic research group, developing antibody discovery technologies for cancer patients as well. If you have discovered an innovation that could really make it to a drug or something that is useful commercially for patients or for the market, I can only encourage you to actually make that step from academic research to putting this into the marketplace or to develop it commercially. And simply for one reason, if you don't do it, you might always think back later in 10 or 20 years, what could have come out of this development and this innovation if I had turned this into a company. But I always said, well, if I don't do it, and I was at the end of my 30s, if I don't do it now, I will never find out whether or not it would have been successful. And I was fearing it a little bit more that 20 years down the road, I would have to blame myself not to have made an effort and an attempt to make this transition and to put this into a commercially viable proposition. So during this class, we will certainly not only talk about how the transition was from academia to starting the first company, but also, well, how to set up the next company and what were the learnings from the first company that were incorporated in starting the second company. And then also, well, what was the journey to starting the third company? And what were the processes to making the transitions from 1 to 2 to 3? They are all different, but there's a common theme behind it. And maybe if we can distill out the common theme, this could be something that could be useful for every project. My name is Ulf Grabunder, and thank you a lot for joining me in this masterclass.